Ladies and gentlemen, week 3 is officially complete. Now, you might be saying, Kevin, last week you had an intro, you had a game clip, you had everything for us. Well, look, we can't have that much fun every week. It wouldn't be special, okay? So this week, I'm bringing it to you straight. I'm bringing it to you on the narrow, some would say, okay? I'm going to give you the games. I'm going to see where everyone's standing, and that's it, all right? I'm getting you the facts, okay? Some people, Lee, Joe, they might not like facts. They might be against facts, even. All right? But me, that's all I'm about. So let's just take a quick look. Week 3 games. We had Mizzou falling once again. I mean, to be where they were and to be where they're at now is sad. That's all I'm going to say. I don't want to rub it in too much, but to have one of the best, if not the best player in the country and be putting on a performance like 56-28, you have to worry and think, is the coach on the hot seat? I mean, it's not for me to say. I'm not the front office, but if I was him, I would be worried. Now we had some computer games, UCF, myself, of course, doing his thing. We had a win here in Arkansas. Kentucky going down against Georgia. You got to blame them. That's the number 1 team in the country. Honestly, a 10-point loss, it's commendable. Florida, it's almost mean that I laughed not on purpose for the second time in a row, but 56-6 is crazy. Mark, I don't know if it's Graham Mertz, if it's you, if it's the defense. Something's going to have to change at some point. We had Blake Wilshire at K-State go down to Arizona. Another numbered matchup, top 12. Again, you going to blame them? It's a tough game. But you really would like to see a win there. G Buttersnaps really putting on a nice showing these last 2 weeks with 2 impressive wins. And now they're breaking in to the top 10 single digits here for G. Congratulations to you again. Texas Tech with a nice win. Auburn really showing the worst team in the country, Kennesaw State, the business, winning by 8 points. And then Illinois falling to Arizona State. Not what you want to see, but if I say anything mean about Brendan Taskovich, I'm not sure we'll see him on the sideline next week. So nice try. We want to take a look at this week. I'm sure some games have been played already, important ones, user games. I myself, down in Orlando, will be playing Christian Campos in Kentucky. I think that'll be a good matchup. The other user games, I believe we will be seeing Ryan Detlefson playing Mr. Maltby in Auburn. And then I believe we have one more. No, we do not. Okay. That's it. That's it for the user games. So not a lot of action, but we are on Heisman. So even those, wow. And I mean, I just want to say this really quick. Nebraska at 19 after firing Matt Aiken. You have to think, was this the best move the organization has ever made? It's not out of the question. But yeah, we got some good games coming up this week. Again, nothing too crazy. Let's take a look at, I want to look at the Heisman rankings this week. We haven't done that yet. I believe we're getting into some of the pivotal matchups here, and we could take a look. We have, to really nobody's surprise, we have Ollie Gordon leading the pack right now out of Oklahoma State. 173 yards, 4 touchdowns. I mean, that man is a workhorse, and in my opinion, it's going to be hard to catch him. And a wide receiver coming in at number 2 here with 93 yards on 2 catches and 2 touchdowns. Again, in a loss against Georgia nonetheless. That's an impressive feat, and we're going to have to keep an eye on Barry and Brown here. He could do something as the season goes on. We have 2 quarterbacks, Avery Johnson and Jalen Daniels, both on a Kansas team, which is very surprising. A sophomore out of Avery Johnson. I mean, I'm not really sure how someone with 230 yards, 1 touchdown, and 6 rush yards is breaking into the Heisman talk, but I'll let the committee do that themselves. And then as the user goes, Jaquindon Jackson out of Arkansas, putting down a massive 2.4 yards rushing per rush attempt, breaking into the Heisman watch. So, again, do I agree with these ratings? No, absolutely I do not. but are they there? And will I read them? Yes and yes. And then finally, if we could take a quick look here at our top 25 and see the movement. As no surprise, G Buttersnaps has moved up into the 9th position. Again, sticking with the highest ranked user team. Jake Maltby coming in at 14. Wow. Impressive showing. Moving up 7 spots after beating Kennesaw State. I'm not sure how that happened, but congratulations nonetheless. Notre Dame dropping, wow, from 6 to 20. No one really gives a shit, but still, that's kind of crazy. Would you look at that? From not ranked to 18 or 21. People are saying you need to put some respect on that team down in Orlando. That's all they're saying. And then we have Kansas State dropping down. I'm sorry to hear that. And then Texas Tech and USC coming in off a bye week, reaching the top 25 at 1 and 2. Al Hardigan, please take a screenshot. Maybe hang this up. This is probably the only time in the next 5 years you will see your team on the screen. Congratulations for that, at least. Besides that, I think it might be worth as well to take a look really quick, if I may, into the conference standings, okay? Because we want to look at Big 12 here, all right? I'm not really sure what I'm looking at here, folks. Maybe we're just looking at this row. And if that's what we're looking at, maybe we don't need to look at this because it's not very interesting. So we'll save this for next week. That's it, ladies and gentlemen.